Good Monday morning, everybody. This is Quinn Baum with Names and Numbers, and we are in week 4 of the new year. It's time to talk about reviewing the goals we set way back on January 1st. All right, so in week 1, we talked about setting our goals. In week 2, we talked about how to remember those goals. In week 3, we talked about rewards for those goals. And today I want to talk about reviewing the goals we set. All right, so what do I mean by reviewing our goals? I mean, how are things going? How are you doing with the goal? How is it progressing? And today we're going to ask a few questions to suss out that answer. So question number 1 is, what seemed to work over the course of the last month? What's gone really well for you? What little trick did the job? And I'll give you a great example. A few years ago, I set a goal to get up at 6:30 every morning, and I found that if I took my alarm clock and I put it in the bathroom, I was really good at getting up at 6:30. I hear the alarm and I'd throw the covers off the bed and I'd have to walk through my room all the way into the bathroom, turn the lights on all the way. It was really effective at getting me out of bed at 6:30 in the morning. So what has worked for you this month? Number 2, the flip side of that coin, what has not gone well? What's blown up in your face? What is not effective at all? What did you try once and immediately abandoned? The third thing we need to ask ourselves is, was it too easy or too difficult? If you got your goal done on January 4th and it was a breeze, then maybe it was a little too easy. Maybe you need to set a more difficult goal. For a lot of us, sometimes we set goals that are way too much for us. For example, if you had set a goal to read 100 books in the month of January, that might be a little too much. So how do you figure out how to make an adjustment? Even if you did really well on that goal, even if you read 12 books in a month, you might still feel depressed that you didn't get done what you needed to. Well, this is where you can reach out to a mentor, a friend, a spouse, and get some perspective. Ask their opinion on that particular goal, how you could make it more accessible, how you can make it easier for you to actually achieve, but still a stretch. Gathering some perspective from somewhere else really can help you understand how you can adjust that goal and make it better for you. The fourth thing we need to talk about are unexpected consequences. Now, these are things that have happened because of the goal that we weren't expecting. And of course, in the case of setting my alarm clock in the bathroom and having it go off at 6:30, I was waking my wife up at 6:30 every day as well. Now, if she had set the same goal, that was no big deal, but at the moment we had little kids, and she was really just trying to get as much sleep as she could before the kids got up, and she had to deal with them all day long. So the unintended consequence there was a big negative for her, and I had to figure out a way to get myself out of bed without causing so much of a ruckus. The fifth thing we need to ask ourselves is, how do we adjust? If things are going really well, maybe it's time to double down. If you feel like you've got a good handle on it, maybe February it's time to set another goal and focus on that one thing very particularly. Whatever it is, we need to take a look at our goals, see how it's affecting us, see how successful we've been with it, and make adjustments. Thanks for joining me today. If you wouldn't mind, if you haven't already, please subscribe below and give us a thumbs up on this video because it helps us track our growth. As always, I'm Quinn Baum with Names and Numbers. Thanks for joining me today. Go out and make a great week.